Hello everyone, this is Dudeman, and I'm back for another Let's Play, and you're probably looking at this and saying, this isn't Portal, you promised Portal. Well, the reason why is that I can't find any good recording software as of now to record it. I'm thinking about Fraps. I might actually have to pay the license, so that might happen. But, yeah. So instead I'm going to do this little-known racing game called Deed for Madness, because I needed something to do. So, yeah, that's the plan. And we are going to go ahead and start the game. So, Need for Madness is rather unique. You got this cartoon, 3D, cel-shaded style of cars, and the basic goal of the game is either to get through all the checkpoints and win, or smash all the other cars and destroy them. And so we'll get a look at some of our first cars. So Tornado Shark, which has pretty good speed and handling, so mainly for racing. Formula 7, which is incredibly fast and yet gets destroyed in a matter of seconds. So only use it in extreme circumstances. I have one stage that I'm going to use him on, because there's a really hard stage. Well, Canonaro is your basic wasting. Wasting is when you destroy the other cars, so he's for your go-to wasting car at the beginning. Levite Crab is good acceleration, handling, so good speed, but not as much everything else. And Nemi is small and quick, but gets destroyed too. And these guys are our lock ones. So I'm going to start with, hold on. I usually go with Levite Crab. Yeah, I'm going to go with Levite Crab because Tornado Shark is a little bit slower. So we're going to start with the introductory stage. So let's begin. Basic controls are the arrow keys, forward to accelerate, backwards to go backwards, hold down spacebar to do tricks, holding down forward while holding spacebar does a forward loop, and that causes you to go forwards in the air, so it kind of propels you forward. Doing a backwards loop lifts you up in the air, so it helps you go higher if you need to go higher. Left and right while holding spacebar does like barrel rolls, loops, so they help you go left and right. That's really all there is. The electrified hoop that I went through last lap, this thing coming up here, heals all your damage. If your damage maxes out, then you get destroyed and you're out of the race. The power right below that, as you do tricks, it ups your power, which increases your speed and your destroying ability. And as you go without doing any stunts, it'll slowly go down, and so you'll slowly get slower. And you'll also be more vulnerable to attack. And that's pretty much it for this first stage. And I just went by the checkpoint. Okay, what I just... Yeah, Formula 7 just got wasted, and that was mostly because I just ran into it head-on. It's that fragile. And I don't care about losing that because I just won. So yeah, first stage is incredibly easy. And if you do something cool, I think it's about to show me wasting Formula 7. If you do something cool during the race, it'll show this little replay, which is pretty cool. So I hit it and it went flying, and then it hit the wall and got destroyed. It's that fragile. And it'll show it like 3 times, but I don't need to. Yay, we defeated the first stage. So let's move on to stage 2. Contrary to popular belief. And that guy at the front, that's Max Revenge. If we beat this race, we'll unlock him. So yeah, that's what we're aiming for. If you're low on power and you need to do a stunt, it's best to do back loops so that you can get some more air, and that you can do the tricks better and increase your power faster. Ow! That was fast. Ow. Wait, I didn't waste anybody. Okay, apparently I wasted somebody. Let's find out. I'm driving and I got ganged up on. What? I wasted Max Revenge at the same time. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's try that again. That was pretty lame. So usually at the start of a race, which I didn't do last time, that might be why I lost, but you want to hang back for a couple of seconds, because if you don't, then you'll run into the car in front of you most of the time. And we're gonna go around. There's the hoop. Don't have any damage, so we don't really need to take it. However, we'll do back loops to increase my power. The first stages are really basic. There's not much to watch. Let's keep going. Wah. Bad handling there. Oh, there goes Formula 7. If we were to crash into it, like, just once, it would probably die. But I chose not to. Besides, it's so small, it's kind of hard to get to in the first place. A couple of other controls. I think it's Z. If you press Z or X, you look behind you. I think there's a mute button for the sound effects or the music. And A, which I pressed right now, changes the arrow from pointing at the track to pointing at the cars. So if you're on a stage that's the main purpose is for wasting other people, you want to switch it so that you can look at the cars. That way it's easier. So we're already on the third lap. There's only one lap to go. We're in first. And I think I'm about to lap somebody, which is pretty good. So yeah, pretty good second race. Second attempt at the second race, because I failed the first time. This game has some pretty cool music. It's, from what I've read, the music is actually taken from games that use this type of sound file that were never, like, released, like Flash games that were never released to the public. And so nobody really knows who composed the music, but all I know is that it's pretty awesome sounding. And this game does have a sequel called Need for Madness 2, spelled T-O-O-O-O-O-O. I think there's like 6 O's. And it has even better music. The rendering's better. I mean, the models have tons more polygons, so it looks much better. It has more stages and more cars and better music. And I'll be LPing that at some point. And we just finished the second race. Stunts. So there are like 3 or 4 things that the replay will show. It'll either show a cool stunt you did, when you wasted somebody, or when you got wasted. I think like really occasionally. Oh, right, yeah, if you just barely win the race, like a photo finish at the end, it'll also replay that. Yay, we unlocked the next stage, and Max Revenge. And I'm going to be using Max Revenge because he's awesome. He's faster and stronger than most of the other cars at this point. And this stage is called Do the Snake Dance, and that guy at the front, which you might have caught, the really long car, is lead oxide. And lead oxide is good for wasting, but it's rather slow and has bad handling. But so, if you look up at the top, you can see that we have 7 laps in this race, and that's kind of ridiculous. And the reason is that this stage... In this stage, you're intended to go wasting other people. It's not supposed to be a racing stage, really. And I got wasted. That's really sad. Let's do it again. So yeah, that's some stages have tons of laps, and that's supposed to encourage you to waste other people as opposed to actually racing it and trying to win. I'm going to actually race through this stage because it's easier than wasting everybody, because like lead oxide has a pretty large amount of power. Nimi's been wasted. One less car to worry about. Though Nimi's pretty weak, so not surprised. Now the electrified hoop in the stage is in the middle, so if you need to go get healed, you actually have to go out of your way to stop racing and go heal yourself. And I think that's what Levite Crab's doing right now. If you're like following a car and suddenly they veer off towards the center and away from the checkpoints, that's usually because they're running low on health and they have to go heal themselves. So the AI is pretty smart. I mean, if you run into a car a bunch of times, it'll start retaliating and fighting back, start crashing into you multiple times. And some cars are programmed to do certain things in certain stages. Certain cars are programmed, your main goal is to waste everybody. Some of the programming says your main goal is to race through the entire stage and win. So, and it's kind of randomized, but yeah. The wasting cars tend to go on the wasting path, and the speedy cars tend to go on the speedy path. The Levite Crab did almost nothing there. Just sort of went flying off. And nothing much else to do now, except for race to the rest of the stage. Who knows, maybe something cool will happen at some point. You can also do tricks by doing like spins, 360s and stuff, and you can really usually only do that when like someone hits you and you're spinning around as you go through the air. That's really the only way you're gonna get spins. And occasionally, if you do something like really freakishly awesome, like someone hits you and you do like 12 front loops, 16 back loops, and a couple of roll spins, then like instead of saying wicked, awesome, whatever, it'll say like, who are you again? Or you're a superstar, or something really cheesy. Let's just acknowledge, you know, you did something so cool. Occasionally your power will go up when you like bump over a speed bump or something, and you like teeter a little bit, like you sort of go back and forth, so that it's sort of like a trick, but not really, and your power will go up. Sometimes it'll just say like, nice, and that means you did something like that, and then your power will go up. So lap 5, no trouble yet. If you land on your back while doing a trick, it'll say bad landing, you won't get any power off of it, and you'll also be vulnerable for a couple of seconds. So careful to land all of your jumps, and if you sort of land badly while jumping, you'll take some damage, if you haven't already noticed. Lap 6, 1 lap to go after this. Ah! 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 No, I don't want to die. Okay, after... Okay, I'm gonna go heal. I think I have a decent enough lead to go heal. There's lead oxide. We haven't seen for the entire race. And back loop, so that I can get in the hoop. Yay! I did it. And my arrow is still pointing at the track, so that helps me get back easier. Alright. Wow, Canonaro has been wasted. Ow! Ah, the white crab! And I'm running low on power, so I better do a couple of back loops here. Whee! I will not lose. And that's it. We're done here. Yay. Stunts! Okay, got a cool stunt. Don't remember what it is though. It's probably just like triple back loop. Sometimes it won't show a replay at all if the race is really boring. Yeah, it's just a couple of back loops. 1, 2. Double back loop. I don't see why that was important. So I don't know. That's taken like what, 10 minutes? I guess that's a good enough Let's Play episode for now. So in the next episode, we'll take on Grapefruit Power, which is an interesting, long stage. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. Thanks for watching, guys. God bless.